The therapist stabilizes the metacarpals of the forefingers and the wrist. The patient abducts the thumb away from the hand against resistance, which is applied to the distal end of the first metacarpal. The abductor pollicis longus tendon is palpated at the base of the first metacarpal on the radial side of the extensor pollicis brevis.
Lift your thumb straight up. Hold it, don't let me push it down. And relax.
Assessment of abductor pollicis brevis begins with the forearm supinated, wrist neutral, and thumb relaxed in adduction. The therapist stabilizes the metacarpals with one hand, maintaining the wrist in neutral. The patient abducts the thumb in a plane perpendicular to the palm, against resistance applied to the proximal phalanx. Observe wrinkling of the skin over the thenar eminence, and watch for the tendon of the palmaris longus to pop out.
Lift your thumb vertically until it points to the ceiling. Hold it. Don't let me pull it down. And relax.
The gravity minimized test for abductor pollicis brevis begins with the forearm and wrist in neutral and thumb relaxed in adduction. The patient abducts the thumb in a plane perpendicular to the palm. The therapist stabilizes the wrist in neutral. The belly of the abductor pollicis brevis can be palpated in the center of the thenar eminence.
Move your thumb out towards my finger. And relax.
Gravity-resisted thumb adductor strength is evaluated with the forearm pronated, wrist neutral, and the thumb relaxed. The therapist grasps the hand to stabilize the finger metacarpals. The patient adducts the thumb by bringing the first metacarpal to the second metacarpal against resistance provided on the medial side of the proximal phalanx. Alternatively, place a sheet of paper between the thumb and the second metacarpal and ask the patient to hold it while you try to pull the paper away.
Bring your thumb to your index finger. Hold it. Don't let me pull it out. And relax.
The gravity minimized tests for thumb adduction start with the forearm and wrist in neutral and the thumb in abduction. The therapist stabilizes the wrist and finger metacarpals. The patient moves the thumb horizontally in adduction. The adductor pollicis is palpated on the palmar side of the web space of the thumb by grasping the web space between the thumb and index fingers.
Return your thumb to its place next to the index finger. And relax.
Opposition of the thumb to the fifth digit involves a composite motion arising from two key muscles, Opponens pollicis and Opponens digiti minimi. Each should be tested and graded individually. The tests are initiated with the forearm supinated, wrist neutral, and thumb adducted with metacarpal and interphalangeal flexion. The therapist stabilizes the hand. The patient brings the pads of the thumb and fifth digit together. To assess function of the opponent's pollicis, apply resistance to the head of the first metacarpal in the direction of the lateral rotation, extension, and adduction. Muscle activity in the opponent's pollicis is palpated along the radial shaft of the first metacarpal, lateral to the abductor pollicis brevis. To evaluate function of the opponent's digiti minimi, apply resistance to the palmar surface of the fifth metacarpal in the direction of medial rotation, that is, flattening the palm. Muscle activity in the opponent's digiti minimi is palpated on the hypothenar eminence on the radial side of the fifth metacarpal. Opposition can also be evaluated by asking the patient to hold an object between the thumb and little finger, in opposition, which the examiner tries to pull away.
Your thumb to your little finger and touch the two pads forming the letter O with your thumb and little finger. One more time, please. Hold it. Don't let me pull your thumb away. Hold it again. Don't let me pull your pinky finger away. And relax. Straighten your elbow. One more time. And relax.
Help you bring your shoulders up. Can you hold it up there? Good, and relax down. Now bring your shoulders up to your ears. Hold it. Don't let me pull it down. And relax. Help you.
Bring your wrist up and in. And relax. Bring your wrist straight up and relax. Try and bring your wrist straight up and relax. Try and bring your wrist up and out and relax.
I'm going to test the strength of your elbow muscles. Straighten your arm. Okay, relax. Now we're going to try that again, but don't tip your arm backwards, okay? And go ahead and straighten your elbow. And relax.
Bend your elbow. Hold it. Don't let me pull it down. And relax.
I want you to bend your wrist, keeping your fingers relaxed. Good. And relax. So I want you to keep your forearm in this position and bend your wrist. raise your arm to shoulder height, halfway between straight ahead and out to the side. Hold it. Don't let me push your arm down. And relax.
Extend your elbow without rotating your shoulder.